Friday morning, 2 a.m. Eastern PA weather, 30 meteorologist Bobby Martridge. This is your outlook for December 5th, 2014, and our short-lived sunshine we had yesterday will be just that. We're going to have increasing clouds today, and we'll have a chance of rain here, and it's going to move in from the southwest. This is going to actually affect our western areas earlier, but I think it holds off until later in the day for areas further east. So our western counties will probably get into this maybe around noon or early afternoon, maybe even get some in the late morning here out by State College and that places like that down to York County here. But we're going to get to the next frame here, and you're going to see the area of low pressure entering from the west here. We have at the same time a high pressure that was in control for our nice weather on Thursday, and nice being seeing the sun for the first time in a long time, and seeing this short-lived because this is now fastly scooting off to the east here. And at the same time, here is low pressure moving in from the southwest. It's going to head toward the area in its place. So here's all this rain coming in here. We get some rain coming in the evening here. The overnight hours is going to continue to spread over the area here. I do think you're going to get a little bit of a lull here, and this is going to be Saturday morning. You have a little bit of a lull here before the main area and main low pressure system moves in, and they bring in some locally heavy rain here for the afternoon on Saturday. So you will have Saturday does look like a total washout. Not really a chance that you're going to miss out on the rain here. It might start off on the slow side in the morning with just some light shower activity, but then we get into more steadier and perhaps even heavier rain here as we get into later Saturday. The models are also trying to keep this precipitation around into Saturday, late Saturday evening until about midnight. So if that's the case, we're going to have some wet to deal with. Might have some brief flakes at the end here. Before this changes, or before this low pressure moves offshore. Now, this is the GFS I'm showing you here because I can't really show you what the European model is doing, but we're going to kind of do a play-by-play here with this. This area low pressure, which is still sitting off the coast here, that's what this circle is right here. There's a couple different things is going to happen with this. This is going to move offshore and kind of head off to the east in here. It's going to stall somewhere in this vicinity right here. We don't know exactly where that's going to be yet, and the models are having trouble with it because this is a cutoff low. When you're dealing with a cutoff low, it is one of the most difficult things for models to pick up on and models to key in on exactly how it's going to evolve. And I'll show you what a cutoff low is in a minute here when we go back to a different source here. I want to show you a little bit further here what the GFS does. GFS takes us way down to the southeast here. It looks like it's off the coast. And then it starts to retrograde it back to the northwest. You can see here it comes off the coast here. The Euro is doing something similar. GFS keeps it offshore, and this is for Tuesday. I will tell you that the European model takes it off the coast here to about this position right here, and then retrogrades it back toward the coast before it heads it up like this. And it's been doing this idea here for the last last 24 hours, and the models are changing the different with a different look to things, in different evolution of the storm is being shown like every single model run, just because the models can't figure out exactly what it's going to do. Every time you're done with a cutoff low, this is the problem. There are some models that are indicating this is a miss. There's some models that are indicating that there's going to be some rain across these areas right here. And you got other models that are suggesting there could be some interior snow here, and a significant amount of it in some cases on some of the ensembles. So this is what we're going to be looking for the next couple of days to get some model consistency. Let's get into the upper air vorticity, because this is 500 millibar. This tells you what's going on here. First of all, this is a look at Monday night. Well, we talk about a cutoff low. Your flow is up here in Canada. Here's your flow like this, and it kind of goes very quickly west to east. Already at this point, the northern stream energy has run way out ahead of this system. So here's your flow west to east. Then you have a dip right here, okay, and this system gets cut off, and this that little trough it kind of forms underneath of this. This is what we call a cutoff low, because you're cut off from the flow being west to east right here, and it's generally west to east everywhere. And then you got this little cutoff low that comes down in here and gets caught up. And at this point, this is a look at Monday night. I'm going to go a little bit further here into the future here, and go into Tuesday morning. And you got two separate systems here. You have one up here moving through the Great Lakes. You have another one sitting right offshore here. This area low pressure is these two are going to interact with one another here. You see this interaction between the two here. It's going to interact with one another, and it's actually helping to pull it to the northwest toward the coastline. How far that happens will determine exactly what we get next week, or if we get anything at all. It could very well stay out to sea. But every time you're dealing with one of these cutoff lows, and we're cut off from the flow, you see the flow is still up here like this, and your cutoff is sitting down here like this. So you have these two lows here that are in this position here that are having the models are having trouble with because they can't really key on the different pieces of energy. There's so many different energy pieces in play, and it's just impossible for us to nail down exactly what's going to happen next week. So we're going to wait, give it another 24, 48 hours and see if we can figure this out. It's going to be, unfortunately, with the cutoff low, this is going to be a last-minute deal, last-minute decision until the models figure this out. So just bear with us the next couple days, and we'll get a better handle on this as we get a little bit closer. And then after this system exits here, it looks like we're going to be turning out mostly sunny as we get into Wednesday, but we're going to still be remaining cool. And then we're going to have a little bit of a warm-up, we think, we get into later in the week. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for December 5th, 2014. Have a great Friday.